Oh my heavens, straight away three.
Got it again! For four! Welcome to the NBA!
You had a great quote. You said, "I expected to make an impact, but not anything like this." What has surprised you the most about what you've been able to do?
I think the thing that surprised me the most is, how much my teammates looked at me and trying to make an impact. And I'm a rookie, and I thought they would kind of like let me kind of feel the game out, and before they started kind of like giving me the ball a lot. But nah, they trusted me, and they just said,
Yeah, no one's letting you skate in the NBA.
Yeah.
They're like, get on it. You already missed half the season. They're ready for you. Those guys, the way they treat you and talk to you, I imagine, has it been a big help for you?
It's been a big help. Just hearing different perspectives and people saying, don't worry about outside noise, just have fun and play basketball.
Trace McGrady tells a really good story about how he didn't quite know how good he was coming out of high school, and he gets to the NBA, and he thinks maybe he's going to be not a journeyman, but not that good. And then he got to his preseason camp, and he was like, oh, these dudes can't do this that I can do? And then he sort of was like, oh, that's when he kind of realized. What was the point for you where you realized, hey, everything I could do in high school and college, I could also do in the NBA?
It'd be training camp as well, because everybody come in from the summer. It's 2 long weeks of just going at it, and I found myself able to translate what I did in college to training camp, and I was like, all right. It's like Tracy McGrady said, I can compete out here. I can do this.
Were you worried at all going in that after such a dominant college experience, you could have a rough entry into the NBA?
I did think about that a little bit, because it was just a matter of, all right, I dominated, so now I need to put in my head that if I don't dominate like how I did in college, it's my first year and I would have to accept that.
What's been harder than you expected?
In college you probably have 2 to 3 days before another game. Here it's every other day and sometimes back-to-backs.
There is no rest for the wicked or the weary. You guys played the Blazers. You at one point were being guarded by Carmelo Anthony. What is it like to play against guys who for years were highlights on your phone?
It's different, I'm not going to lie, because I did watch him a lot when he was with the Nuggets. But I think the experience was great to be able to compete against a great player like him.
But not even just him specifically, just all these guys, right?
Yeah, competing against all of them is great.
Is it weird? Like, do you ever be like...
Not at all. I don't do that. My mind says I'm trying to win the game, so whatever I got to do to win, I want to do it.
All right, well, let me flip that then. When you go into a game where you've got a really great player on the other side, like Kawhi Leonard, what does your competitive nature say to you about how you want to match up when you've got guys like that on the other side?
To win, whatever I got to do, whether it's guarding that person or making sure my man doesn't get the open shot or just getting rebounds, I'm going to do whatever I can to win. That's just my mindset.
What is it like going from just being in high school 2 years ago to being so famous now?
It's different for sure, because I'll meet high schoolers and I'll look at them and say, man, I was only there 2 years ago. Like, it hasn't been that long to being in this, big business, this big platform of the game of basketball. It is a big adjustment.
What's sort of the strangest thing that's happened to you? Someone recognizing you, asking you for something?
I'd say it's the people that are, they try to be consistent and they just follow me. From shoot around to the hotels, they're relentless. When I go out to dinner, they're just, can you sign this? Can you sign this? Yeah, they're relentless.
People are following you to the dinner table? Do they ask you for French fries?
Oh no, they're not able to make it to the table, but they try to catch you as I'm walking in.
You're only 19 years old. You're the 4th youngest player in the NBA. Do people forget that when they ask so much of you?
I think about that. I think people do sometimes. But then I think, maybe that's why I'm in this situation. Maybe they feel like that I can live up to this. Maybe they feel like I can't perform on this stage. So I just take the blessing and just keep hooping.
You had an injury rob you of the first half of your rookie year. So how do you balance going forward, being competitive, wanting to be out there as much and going as hard as you want to, but making sure you stay healthy?
It's tough, to be honest, because I still haven't got my legs fully under me. The trainer's always working with them. with stretching, working on flexibility, getting on the court. Like, there's sometimes I'm like, I can go make that play, but somebody give me a look like, just let that one go to the next one.
That's something you got to learn, right, as a rookie?
That is something I have to learn.
You did have some criticism of your weight coming into the league. Luka Doncic did too, by the way. Is there anything that you have had to give up or change about your eating habits because you're in such great shape at looking down the court now?
Yeah, there are things you have to give up, honestly, because you're competing against the best athletes in the world. But I wasn't really concerned about my weight. The Pelicans trusted me and what they expected from me. So as long as they don't have no problems, I'm fine.
The Rookie of the Year race was considered all but called for Ja Morant before you got on the court. Now you've had such a good rookie campaign right from the start. Do you think you should still be in that Rookie of the Year race?
Honestly, it's not even up to me. I'm just kind of playing and trying to get a playoff spot for my team. And if I win it, it's nice. But if not, it's fine. Like, it just comes with the game.
Do you want it, though?
I mean, I do want it, but if I don't get it, I'm not worried because I did miss half the season. And Ja's been playing incredible, so, I mean, he has earned it.
Was there ever a point you considered just redshirting this season? Because some guys have done that, and then they're in contention for Rookie of the Year in what would be their second year of the NBA.
No, not really. I just kind of said I'm going to play. Even if it's 20 games, I'm just going to play.
You mentioned playoffs. Your team is in that spot where you could make the playoffs. How likely do you think it is that you guys can make the playoffs?
I don't know how to answer that in a specific way, but I think it's just a matter of us going out there game by game and just leave it on the court. And
that is a veteran NBA
just get in and
answer.
win.
Give me a good answer. Come on. Do you guys think you're a playoff team?
Yeah, I think everybody thinks they're a playoff team because if you didn't, I think the mindset's already off. So for us, we think we're a playoff team, so we just got to go out there and win.
That March Madness feeling, how hungry are you for that in the NBA?
I'm very hungry for it because, I mean, who don't want to be in the playoffs? That's a stage you dream about being on, and we have a chance to be on it, so we're going to leave it all on the court.
Are you going to keep surprising yourself?
I think I will keep surprising myself.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.